I can help people by what I went through in life itself. And I went out to, I mean, it was intentional to make this book about how can these stories resonate and help people. And it wasn't like, hey, let me kiss my own ass. So that's why I had to go there and do that. So it was I'm not a war hero, man. Like, there's a lot of heroes out there, and I don't have a great story to tell you about war. So being the only, and I actually talked about with Adam, I came up with the only. There's a lot of onlys out there. I was the only black in a lot of situations, and the only in about a color. There's a lot of, there's gays, there's lesbians, there's people who are white people who just feel like they're not wanted in society. That's the only. The only is feeling like you're not accepted in any society that you're in. Doesn't matter what color, creed, race, gender, doesn't matter. It's just that you are in this situation where you feel like you're being judged. You might be being judged. You feel awkward. It's an awkward feeling when you walk in a room and you're like, oh my God, like I'm the only. And that comes with a lot of people. And that's where the only really came from, because I didn't want to make like a black situation. I wanted to be, I want this. This is about people. You are your own hero. You are the hero of this book. So I wanted to be, what's a word that can make people feel like this resonates with me. That's only, it's not about, it was about black or about white or about being Jewish or Christian or whatever. So that's where it comes from, man. It's about ownership of a lot of people feel like no one understands what I'm going through right now. And that's the only well, like I've said a million times before, the most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you act on it. Sometimes you act on it good, sometimes bad. You got to change the internal dialogue. That person in your head that's talking that blank to you. Until you change the internal dialogue in your head, until you callous over the victim's mentality that the world is out to get you because of you are the only, you got to change that. Yes, man. Yeah, but you don't understand my life, David. Yeah, I do. That's the thing about it. And that's why I can talk about. But yeah, I get what you're saying. A lot of folks don't I get that mentality. I once had that mentality that no one understands what I'm going through. And if you keep that mentality, you're going to stay in the same exact spot that you're in, that no one understands me. There's millions of people. Why you think a book that I self-published, is doing so well with a story that's so blank up? People like, I never forget. I went to a publishing house like, who's going to resonate with this story? No one's going to buy this book. I'm like, are you not in the world? Are you not in society? You're never alone. Everybody's going through shit. So, when people get this mentality of like, you don't understand me, you can throw a moving rock to someone that can understand you if they're willing to break themselves down and stop hiding. A lot of people understand you, but you've got to stop hiding. And that's why I tell people a lot of people are going through. They just hide better than you did. That's all they did. They're just hiding better. But how do you push yourself when pain is all you feel with every step? When agony is the feedback loop that permeates each cell in your body, begging you to stop? That's tricky because the threshold for suffering is different for everybody. What's universal is the impulse to succumb, to feel like you've given everything you can and that you are justified in leaving a job undone. By now, I'm sure you can tell that it doesn't take much for me to become obsessed. Some criticize my level of passion, but I'm not down with the prevailing mentalities that tend to dominate American society these days. The ones that tell us to go with the flow or invite us to learn how to get more with less effort. That shortcut. The reason I embrace my own obsessions and demand and desire more of myself is because I've learned that it's only when I push beyond pain and suffering past my perceived limitations that I'm capable of accomplishing more physically and mentally.